Hello and welcome to my meditation. My name is Debra Baker and I'm so grateful that you have joined us. For this little while we're going to be talking about prayer, but maybe in a slightly different way than you have thought about it before. You ready? Let's get started. Let's begin with 3 really nice deep breaths. First, breathing in deeply as you want, holding it for a moment and releasing it really slowly. And now breathing in a little more deeply, holding it, and then releasing it nice and slowly. And now take the deepest breath you've taken all day. Just nice, slowly, nice, sweet, deep breath all the way down into your belly, holding it for a moment, and then releasing it nice and slowly. Let's continue to breathe deeply and relax. Let's get into this state of relaxation. So let's affirm with each breath we take, we become more and more deeply relaxed. Our body lets go of any stress or tension. Our mind shifts to the brainwave of meditation. And our heart rate and our breath rate, breathing rate, slow down just a little. And let's just give our bodies the request, the direction to relax without going through a ritual. Just imagine from the tips of your toes to the top of your head and the tips of your fingers and thumbs, all this relaxation just spreading through your body. Make sure that you are very comfortable. And as you progress through this meditation, you become more and more comfortable, more and more at ease. And so my guides have suggested that we focus on prayer this week. And I realize that my concept of prayer has changed a lot from when I had a list of prayers that I had to memorize as a child. And probably a lot of us can rattle off those prayers. And I'm not saying that they're not valuable. I'm not saying that at all. Everything has its value. We attach value to it as well. But what I am suggesting is that our every thought is a prayer. We're telling the universe what we want with every thought, with everything we focus on. And I discovered a long time ago that asking, pleading prayers, more than anything, didn't work. Please God, do this, or, I need this, or please, please, please. If nothing else, I was polite about it. But the thing about when we plead when we ask in prayer, we focus on what we don't have. Please, God, help me pay all my bills. Please, God, repair this relationship. Please, God, let me make it through this light before it turns red. Whatever it may be. And what I have come to believe is that when I focus on the result that I would like and leave the details up to God, I create channels of possibility. And I think that prayer is all about possibilities. So someone taught me this phrase 40 some years ago, which was, I'm open to the possibility, which is one of my slogans on my website. I'm open to the possibility. And when I say I'm open to the possibility that all of my bills will be paid easily in full, I'm open to the possibility of being debt-free. I'm open to the possibility of an increased intimacy and depth in all of my relationships. I'm open to the possibility that my health issues will be resolved with ease and grace. I am open to the possibility that my body is in perfect health. That has a different energy to it than begging and pleading for it. And that's not to say that we don't contact God, the universe, the infinite, the one presence in our prayers. Improve our conscious contact with God. And how do we do that? First, we get a clear sense of, at this moment, what is our concept of God? And then we know how to improve our conscious contact with it. So let's just take a beat and allow the thought to blossom of what our concept of God is right now. My concept of my higher power is an energy, a force, a sense of oneness, peace, love. Probably more than anything, it's love, pure love. But in contacting my higher power, I feel, or I want to, tap into that energy and create openings for more and more of it to flow into my thoughts, words, and actions. So that it flows into my thoughts and I know what to pray for and how to pray. A simple version of it for me is I allow myself to be of maximum service to God and my fellows. And that opens it up. That's very broad, so that I can be of service with my mediumship readings, with my psychic readings, with my energy work, with my sewing, with all of my interactions with everyone in my life. Even with my gardens, being of service by providing something beautiful for my neighbors to enjoy. So, revisiting the idea of money, I am open to being debt-free and having plenty of money. I allow the energy to flow in to create abundance in my life. I share my talents and my treasure freely. I invite you to just begin to be open to thinking of prayer, yes, as an affirmation, but also as creating an opening in your own thoughts about what's possible, and an opening in the energetic flow to you, through you, as you. I feel that each of us is an infinite soul, and so a portion of us, a part of us, is infinite. And so I allow my infinite self, my higher power, to flow into my human self, creating more possibilities than I could ever imagine. And I hope you can hear the difference between the idea of prayer opening up possibilities and opening up energy flows. The difference between that and prayers begging for what we think we want and need, or what we may truly want and need. And I know a lot of people that when they kind of put it out there, what they want and need, they follow it up with this or something better. And I feel that when we align ourselves with the energy of the infinite, the something better always comes through. And I can think of many, many, many examples in my life when I just wanted, enough healing to take the pain off, or enough of a relationship that I felt safe, that I didn't feel on edge all the time, or, enough money to just pay my bills, or whatever it might be. And then ended up with way, way more. And I have to think that part of that was by staying open, but also by giving of my time and my talents and my treasure, and in a broader scope, giving of love and acceptance. So pretty often I if I'm out in public, especially if I'm in my car, I see someone either on the side of the street or in the car next to me, and I just imagine their car or themselves filling up with infinite divine light, surrounding them with peace, wishing for them what I would wish for everyone, which is to experience a taste of the divine. And that, to me, is prayer. It is contacting the divine, contacting the one presence and the one power, with our hearts open and our minds open. And one last thought is that so often, at least with clients, I see them praying and praying and praying for something and not getting it. And I could see, because Spirit shows me in the course of their readings, that they don't really believe that they deserve it. And so I think, or I suggest, that a part of our prayers are: heal my sense of unworthiness. Heal whatever part of me is producing this sense of unworthiness, so that I can accept all of the goodness that the one presence and the one power wants to flow down in, through, and as me to other people. And then ending with gratitude. Thank you, God, for healing me. Thank you, God, for prospering me and grounding me and filling me with love, unconditional love and acceptance. Because the truth is, there is no lack in you. You already are whole and perfect exactly as you are. And we're having these human experiences. And life happens. And that's what we came here to experience. Life, human experiences. But who you really are is whole and perfect, exactly as you are. The one presence and the one power moving in, through, and as me honors and recognizes the one presence and the one power moving in, through, and as you. Namaste. Have a wonderful week.